We have the best leg triset to finish a leg session with, which is ideal for multiple reasons. This is 3 exercises done back to back, and we will explain why this one is so good. The main issue with the majority of leg training is it's just all in one plane. Squats, deadlift, leg press, leg extension, hamstring curls, all just in that sagittal plane, and loads of important muscles just get missed out. Well, we can fix that with a really simple, quick triset that's going to incorporate a lot of those missed muscles and get a bit of mobility work at the same time. And we aren't saying to not do squats and deadlifts and all those sagittal plane exercises we mentioned, but to add this triset into a program to hit important areas that just get missed so often in normal programming. The first of the 3 is to hit those important hip adductor muscles. These will get a bit of involvement in a squat type movement, but adductors are normally just left at the bottom of the barrel for being incorporated in a program. The most it will tend to get is some machine work at the end if you've got time, and normally at a pretty mediocre intensity. Instead, get some of these in, a Copenhagen plank. We've talked about this loads on the channel, but it's such a great exercise for the adductors and can be scaled to suit your level easily by changing the contact point of the leg. The more leg that's on the surface, the easier it is, the less, the harder. Then you have the options of keeping the bottom leg down or lifting it up. I prefer the lifting of the bottom leg for reps, and I also prefer a contact point close to the knee. Otherwise, too far out feels like it puts too much strain on the inner knee on that MCL. And instead, you can make it harder by having the contact point at a higher position. You want to pick the best position for you to allow that 8 to 12 rep range. So we've got the adductors on the inside targeted. Now to hit more glute med on the outside. Now the main glute max is an important muscle group and gets the majority of attention, and rightfully so, but let's give some more attention to the important smaller muscles of the glutes also. And a great one for this is crab walks. Get in a really strong band for this and you'll be walking side to side. Do equal reps one way and then the other. A way to do this to get even more out of it is to put the band around your feet and then lift your foot up on the leading and the following leg as though stepping over something. This will also then get some hip flexor involvement. Again, a muscle that gets so ignored a lot of the time because it's a really deep muscle and part of it goes up and attaches into the back. So not really a showy muscle that you get loads of compliments for. But you know, for general health, strengthening a muscle with a big link into the lower back is never a bad thing. And we're not saying that's always going to be linked to low back pain, as that's way more complex than that. But having a muscle really strong that's got that attachment can only be a great thing. So it just adds a big bonus to an already great exercise. The final exercise of the triset you can do in 2 different ways. The first version as a lateral lunge. So this is great because not only does it work general leg strength, but also really good for mobility and better than just a deep squat, because it's also getting a good adductor stretch on the other leg. It's just a really underrated exercise. A tip for this is when landing, turn the foot out slightly, which will make it easier on the ankle mobility to get the depth. You can also do this as a Cossack squat instead, where you'll stay on the spot and transfer between legs. The advantage of the lateral lunge is that you'll have to push off harder to get back to the starting position, so demanding more from the leg, and something you can easily progress by adding weight. If you are struggling to get the mobility to get into this position, then check out this video here, where we go through exercises you can do to improve hip, knee and ankle mobility to help with getting into that position.